Matt in Springfield, Virginia. Hey, Matt, what's on your mind?
Hi. I was going to make the comment that to a capitalist, the answer to your questions about farms is the same as your question about rights to an education or a job. That the proper application of free market techniques, mass production, would come up with, in the end, the best solution.
And you are asserting that?
Oh, no. I would say that it obviously hasn't worked,
right?
But it's a religion. Like communism, doesn't the capitalists think that if it's just done right, the state will wither away?
Well, I'm not sure. In communism, no, the state doesn't wither away. The state becomes what owns everything, but the state is supposed to be the perfect representative of the people. It didn't work out that way, but that's how it was supposed to be. But I think the thing that everybody gets hung up on is this phrase "free market." There is no such thing as a free market. Somebody has to establish the rules of the marketplace, and there are rules for agriculture. What kind of poison can you put on your fields? How does it affect downriver runoff? How does it affect the food? What kind of quality of food can you produce and sell? How do you label it? What do people have to know about what's in it, what isn't in it? Are there humane ways to have animals in factory farm or in any kind of farming? All these kind of things. These are the rules of the marketplace. There is no free marketplace, and I think the question that we have to ask ourselves is: should the rules of the marketplace be established so optimize the possibility of a small number of very large corporations and very wealthy individuals getting rich, or should the rules of the marketplace be optimized so that the largest number of possible people, working people and consumers, can have a good job for the working people and have a safe product for the consumers? And I would argue it should be the latter, and Republicans, conservatives, and so-called free market idealists argue it should be the former. Am I making sense, Matt?
Yes, but if I can say it, but isn't it a beguiling notion that Reaganomics offers to the citizen? You don't have to think about anything. You simply let the market go out and do those wonderful things, and you'll end up paying less taxes. It's like eating your way to thinness.
Right, yeah, and this was what's so seductive. I mean, you go back to von Mises or Hayek, or in the more modern era, Milton Friedman, and essentially what these guys were saying is that the market magically fixes things, and if you could just get government out of the way, the market will fix things. And what they complain, and in fact, actually, the rationale which Alan Greenspan echoed some years ago in a piece in the Wall Street Journal, actually very thoughtful and sensical. He said, in the marketplace, there are 1 trillion decisions being made by by billions of individuals, literally every minute. And that collective intelligence, all of those people making decisions in what they think is their best interest, that is going to trump the ability of any kind of central planner to decide how a society should run or how a business should run. Well, yeah, there's a lot of truth to that. The problem is that those decisions are not about the rules of the marketplace. Those decisions are being made within the rules of the marketplace. In other words, people are going into stores and they're saying, okay, do I buy Brawny or do I buy, some other, I don't know, brands of paper towel, but, which one am I going to buy? Okay, so that's decision making. But they're not making a decision about how much waste the paper plants, how much effluent they could dump in the rivers and things. And so we think that this free market thing is going to fix things, but the free market, a truly, quote, free market means a market owned and run by a small number of people. And that's a toxic and dangerous thing, and that's the area that we're going to. This is why I've been talking so much lately about authoritarian capitalism, because that's the end game. The end game is Singapore and China. The end game is Mussolini and Franco and Hitler. The end game is the government supporting business at the expense of the average working person and at the expense of consumers. Matt, great point. Thank you for the call.